Have you ever felt like you work every single day, do everything right, yet somehow never seem to move forward? Almost like you're running on a treadmill, sweating, pushing hard, but staying in the exact same place? The truth is, millions of people live exactly like this, trapped in the famous rat race, believing the only way out is to earn more money. But the real answer is very different. Hey, I'm Felipe San, and today I'm going to show you 7 powerful attitudes that completely transform the way you deal with money, time, and opportunities. Before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so we can keep bringing more content for you. These are simple, practical habits used by people who've actually achieved financial freedom. And I can say this with confidence, after years studying finance, human behavior, and the habits of wealthy people, I realized something important. The difference between those who grow and those who stay stuck isn't luck, it's mindset and daily decisions. If you apply what you'll learn here today, your financial life will never be the same. The truth is, most people are trapped in a cycle that feels endless. Money comes in, money goes out, and at the end of the month, the feeling is always the same. I worked so hard, but nothing is left. And this doesn't happen because you're not trying. In fact, most people work extremely hard, wake up early, commute, deal with stress, work overtime. Yet they stay in the exact same place, as if something invisible is holding them back. That invisible thing is the rat race, a system that conditions you to spend everything you earn, live paycheck to paycheck, and believe the only solution is to work more. But working more without changing your mindset does one thing. It just makes the wheel spin faster. It doesn't get you out of it. And this becomes even more obvious when life hits you with an unexpected expense. A flat tire, a sudden repair, a bill you weren't expecting, and everything falls apart. You end up going backward in the financial game of life. But none of this is inevitable. There are specific attitudes used by people who grow financially that completely change this scenario. And that's exactly what you're going to discover from this point forward. Now that you understand why so many people stay stuck in the rat race, we need to look at the path that truly gets someone out of it. And this path isn't some complicated secret. It's actually built on simple but extremely powerful habits that change your relationship with money and time. In this video, you're going to learn how to stop depending exclusively on your job, how to develop skills that increase your income, how to invest consistently, how to eliminate habits that sabotage your progress, and, most importantly, how to build a financial plan that finally works. The first attitude that truly pulls someone out of the rat race is understanding that trading time for money is the most limited model that exists. When you rely only on your salary, your income is directly tied to the number of hours you can work. And since the hours in a day are limited, your income will always be limited too. That's why so many people work more, get more exhausted, yet remain in the exact same financial place. The problem isn't effort, it's the model. A salary is important, of course, but it should never be your only source of income. Wealthy people figured this out a long time ago. They build systems, assets, and mechanisms that continue generating money even when they're not actively working. And this doesn't mean creating some giant company. It can start small. Selling a digital product, renting something you already own, creating monetizable content, investing in dividend-paying assets, offering a scalable service, automating a small income stream. Small steps, but they break your dependency on time. The immediate action here is clear. Look at your life and ask, what can I build that continues working even when I'm not present? When you do that, you begin building your first real form of freedom. If you want to escape the rat race, you need to understand something simple. You don't get paid for the time you sell, you get paid for the value you deliver. People who stay stuck usually have common, easily replaceable skills, and that's why they're poorly paid. But people who increase their income without working more hours do so because they master high-value skills. High-value skills are those that create a direct impact on someone's or a company's results. For example, sales,
copywriting, business management, financial analysis, paid traffic, programming, content creation, leadership, negotiation. These skills multiply money, reach, or efficiency, which is why they're paid much higher. The biggest mistake is believing these skills are too hard. They're not. They just require focus and practice. And unlike a college degree, which takes years to pay off, these skills can transform your income in just a few months. A simple example: someone who learns copywriting can charge far above the market. Someone who masters sales can double their income without switching industries. Someone who understands content creation can monetize multiple platforms at the same time. The immediate action is this: choose one high-value skill and commit to studying it for 30 minutes a day. In a few months, you won't recognize your potential. One of the most important and most ignored attitudes for anyone who wants to get rich is simple: invest before you spend. Most people do the opposite. They pay bills first, buy something next, pay another thing, and then, if something happens to be left over, they think about investing. The problem is, almost nothing is ever left. Wealthy people do the opposite. They follow the principle of pay yourself first. This means setting aside a portion of your income the moment it arrives, before thinking about any expense. It doesn't matter if it's 5%, 10%, or even 1%. What matters is building the habit. And here's the most powerful part: automate the process. Instead of relying on your willpower, set up an automatic transfer that sends money to your investments every month. That way, investing stops being an emotional decision and becomes part of your financial system. With consistency, even small contributions grow. A modest monthly deposit can turn into real wealth over the years. And here's the best part: you start living on what remains, instead of trying to invest with whatever might remain. The immediate action is simple: choose a basic investment and set up an automatic monthly contribution. That first step alone already puts you ahead of most people.
There's a limit to how much you can cut expenses, but there's no limit to how much you can earn. That's why building multiple streams of income is one of the most powerful and most overlooked attitudes for anyone who wants to escape the rat race. Most people depend on a single income, usually their salary, and this keeps them stuck in a cycle of insecurity. Any unexpected event can knock everything down. The wealthy think differently. They build layers of income, as if constructing a structure that stays standing even when one part fails. This can include extra active income, freelancing, consulting, small projects, or semi-passive and passive income, such as investments, royalties, digital products, dividends, and automated businesses. And it's not about working all the time. It's about directing your time toward building systems that keep running even when you're not there. Each new income stream is like a rope pulling you out of the rat race, and the more ropes you have, the faster you rise. And that brings us to the final chapter, where we bring everything together into a practical view of how these attitudes transform your life day by day. When you look at each of these attitudes individually, spending less than you earn, investing consistently, strengthening your mindset, avoiding bad debt, building systems, thinking long-term, and creating multiple income streams, each one already seems powerful on its own. But the real impact happens when they connect and begin working together. Spending less than you earn creates room to invest. Investing makes your money work for you. A strong mindset keeps you from giving up when results take time. Avoiding bad debt keeps your foundation solid. Building systems automate what's already working. Thinking long-term keeps you moving even when others stop. And multiple income streams accelerate everything. This combination creates a multiplying effect, almost like a lever that pulls you out of the rat race and puts you on the path to financial freedom. Now that you know the 7 attitudes that truly pull anyone out of the rat race, the question is simple: which one are you going to apply today? Not tomorrow, not when things settle down, but today. Because wealth isn't an event, it's a daily process built through small actions repeated over time. If this video opened your mind, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs this financial breakthrough. And remember, the rat race only wins against those who don't realize they're in it. You already realized it. Now it's time to get out.